and welcome back to yet another FIFA 21 video. Today we have some new milestones in the game. I'm sure you're probably already aware of this now, but I just wanted to kind of talk about it because I think it's really interesting and a really interesting thing they've added into the game. So obviously, if we go into the objectives, you know, like all of these new silver cards and League One players, they're really cool, really good stuff. I think that's a real big bonus of what EA's doing this year, of adding player objectives or earnable players into objectives. Like this one, obviously no time limits, you can do it however long you wanted over a long period of time. Doesn't matter how long it takes you, which I think is really, really cool. But if we jump over to milestones, as you're probably fully aware, we do have the new MLS squad. Now you can obviously earn the 84 rated Bojan, which looks like a really nice card. But then you can also earn through the actual objectives. You've got 83 left back Lima, which you earn via playing 15 matches of the current friendly managerial masterpiece mode with at least MLS players in your starting squad, which isn't bad. You've also then can earn the 82 centre back long by scoring 15 goals, and you know, ultimately that isn't difficult. That really isn't difficult. You score 15 goals, you know, in these friendly modes you can kind of cheese it if the opponent and yourself have kind of a mutual connection just to score goals. So bit of a drawback, but ultimately who really cares? Who really cares? And then just by playing 15 matches with 7 MLS players, you can earn yourself an 83 left back who looks actually very good, and we'll get into that in just a second. But yeah, this is incredible. This is so good because there's no time limit. It's in milestones. You know, you can do it over the course of the entire year if you really wanted to. Not that I think it's really going to take you that long, but I think going forward, you know, this probably is going to be one of the easier ones to complete because it's MLS, and to take nothing away from MLS players, they've got a lot of really good talent in the MLS, but you know, it's not one of those predominant leagues like the Premier League or Liga Santander or Ligue 1 or Serie A or something like that. It's not one of the top 5 leagues, and for that reason I think a lot of people may not care too much, but I think you probably should, because you know, the links from the left back to the centre back, getting both strong links, you could actually fit these into your team quite easily, and with players like Pulisic and stuff like that, you could actually work them into your team quite nicely, and they would actually be really good additions. So I think even though they may not be high profile leagues, like you know, the MLS may not be a high profile league, I think the players you can get are actually very good. And of course, Bojan being Spanish can link to quite a few nice players. But going forwards, you know, when they release like Premier League or Liga Santander or stuff like that, so you can earn players, and hopefully they do the same aspect and keep where you can earn the marquee player, but also 2 maybe slightly worse or lesser rated players in the objectives, or maybe add more objectives so you can earn more players, which I think is so cool. It's such a nice thing to do, because you just play the game, you earn players that are actually usable and viable in teams possibly, and that's really cool. That is so cool. So I think there's a lot of potential going forward for, you know, real nice players, and when they do release those high profile leagues, you know, these could be really competitive, and it could add a lot of fun to the game, really, because it will probably be in friendlies. Hopefully they won't transfer over to rivals, because that would be quite literally the stupidest thing ever. I think keeping it friendlies is really nice. Keeping it to, you know, somewhere else, but rivals, having somewhere else that's maybe slightly, you know, just as competitive sometimes, because friendlies isn't always casual. But then tying these rewards to those modes is really nice. Forwards, I think there's a lot of potential. We jump over to. Just check that's working. Yep. So as you can see, I've got Footbin up on the screen, and as you can see, the Lima card we've got on screen as well. He used to be 69 rated with 82 pace, so he's got a boost of 10 pace, 7 shooting, 13 passing, 11 physical, 13 defending, and 13 dribbling. Yeah, just looking at those stats as well. Looking at those stats, it's defending, not so good, not so great. Passing, maybe not so great either. But besides that, he's actually got a really nice card for a left back as well. I mean, looking at some similar players, if we jump over to this one, some similar players to Lima. You've got Ruslan, Hernandez, Mendy. Even Zanetti isn't too far off what Lima's card actually looks like. Obviously, Zanetti's got a lot more defending. But somebody as high rated as, say, Jordi Alba, who's 86 rated, has got a very, very similar card. If not, probably, I don't know, besides passing really, Lima's probably actually slightly better than Jordi Alba, which is really surprising. But that really goes to show the level that the player is. Great pace, great physicals, okay defending, okay dribbling, and okay passing. You could obviously put a chemistry style of some sorts on him. Just see what. So, powerhouse could be quite a good one actually. So get that boost in passing, boost in defending. Where are we? So, yeah, there's a few chemistry styles you could put on him as well to actually boost up that passing and get a real nice card. It just depends really what you're looking for in a fullback. But yeah, I think that's an incredible card, an incredible boost, and that really goes to show why you should really pick up this card, try and go for it, because it's actually really, really good. Moving on to the other one, which is Aaron Long. Again, he's got himself an incredible boost with 4 pace, 5 shooting, 8 passing, 6 physical, 8 defending, and 9 dribbling. Not quite as high a boost as Lima, but he did start off as a 75, so that's probably understandable. He's up to an 82, and that card at base, that card is incredible. Again, some similar players to Long. You got the new Denea, you've got Goldson, which may or may not be that relevant. I don't think Rio Ferdinand is too similar. I mean, maybe the 85 is quite similar. You've got very similar defending. He's actually got better physicals, same passing, shooting's irrelevant, dribbling more or less the same, and pace arguably the same. So, 85 Rio Ferdinand, I don't know, I think Rio probably offers a lot more than what Long does, but either way, Koscielny, very similar card, just worse pace. Laporte, very similar card. Even Varane's got a somewhat similar card, just obviously got better defending and slightly better pace in those aspects. But you can see the cards that he's actually better or very, very similar to. Upamecano, Hernandez, again, arguably better than Hernandez, who's a very high-profile player. Eder Militao, Diego Carlos, all that kind of stuff. You can kind of see for yourself, and yeah, you get the picture. Very good card, and his stats in game as well. Great pace for a centre back. Great defending, great physicals. Dribbling isn't bad as well for a defender. I think his passing is probably the worst part of his card. Needs a lot of work, but again, you could probably put a chemistry style and boost that up. So Powerhouse actually does quite a good job. Makes the passing really nice, incredible defending. Yeah, again, it depends really how you play and your play style. But I think for a free card, you can't complain. And even without a chemistry style, it is really nice. I don't know. I think I'm so blown away that EA have kind of done this, because usually they'd release, like in last year's FIFA, they released a milestone rejected players for each league, and you'd complete each one, get some untradeable packs probably, and you'd get yourself a semi high rated player. But that wasn't really translate too far into the game. The player was good, but he quickly got overtaken in the power curve. Whereas I think these players could stick around for a while. Who knows? We'll have to see. We'll have to see what they do. But I think, again, like I said, going forwards, this really shows a lot of potential for what they can add into the game. And like I said earlier, higher with higher profile players, we could see some really nice players come out of this. And the one thing I really want to see is some maybe lesser known, high profile league players. So when they do Premier League, hopefully they don't just go to the, you know, like Kyle Walkers, who else have we got, like, you know, Jamie Vardy's, that kind of thing. I would really like to see some players that maybe don't get used as much, Silvers possibly, and yeah, have some nice boosts in those. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, either way, that's probably going to cut it for today's video. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Do let me know in the comment section below what you think of these objective milestone players, and yeah, are you completing them? Are you doing them? Let me know in the comment section below what you think as well. Good, bad, you know, let me know in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed, please do drop it a like. That'd be very, very much appreciated. If you want to see more of this content or any more content we produce on this channel, do hit that subscribe button. That'd be very, very much appreciated as well. But for today, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.